my name is Lindy Sherries and I used to be a Sangoma. In this channel, I talk about everything, guys. Abokorobela, the secrets that we were taught not to share with you guys, how we used to trick you guys, the spirits, how everything works when you go to a Sangoma for consultation, yamatambo. So whether you believe in God or don't believe in God, please check out this channel so we can talk about it. If you believe in God, let's share the gospel. If you don't believe in God, you can check out the channel too. I want to hear your opinion and I want people to actually share their opinion, not insulting me without saying why. Thank you, and I'll see you on my channel.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel. That is Solomon's Temple. If you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel yet, please make sure you do so right away. Solomon's Temple. Click on subscription and then click on notification, just so you can get a heads up anytime we're coming live. You're going to be reminded, or anytime we post a new video. I hope you're doing well. Everybody, wherever you're watching from, let us know where you're watching from. What part of the world are you watching from? Whether you're watching live or you're watching later on YouTube and on Facebook, please let us know where you're watching. We want to celebrate where you are. Thank you, Natalie. Yeah, Natalie Perez also here saying hello, Uncle Solomon. Good to have you here, Natalie, and good to have every one of you here. If you remember very well, I brought you a first part or even two part of a drama that's been going on in a church in Pretoria, South Africa. Now, this church is called Bethesda Christian Centre. That is BCC. Bethesda Christian Centre. The church has been on for over 20 years. The pastor is Pastor Clement Ibe. Clement Ibe, who is a Nigerian national, but he was here for a very long time. And I've been to the church 2 or 3 times. I think 2 times. I know a couple of people from that church. I know a couple of people that was there, and beautiful church. But then now there's been a group from that church who call themselves BCC concerned members, who are demanding the explanation to the over 90 million rand that was raised to build the church, right? That's what they're demanding. So this is the pastor of the church. He's the founder with his wife. He's the founder of the church, Pastor Clement Ibe. He's the founder of the church, and he is very much involved in the church. Met him a couple of times. He is somebody that is that has, really done a lot. And he moved to the US about 2 years ago now, I think. And from the look of things, it seems like he's sick. From the video I saw that he made, there's a video that he made last week. It seems like he has some health issues. I'm not sure if the members are aware of that or not. But when he left, he said he was going on sabbatical. And he left to go on sabbatical. And so he wasn't around, and his family, and he didn't go alone. His whole family left with him, from what I heard. And he now, after he left, there's been a lot of problems within the church where certain members that have been there for over 20 years are now demanding to know the update with the building. So now they've been building a church facility, which is almost completed. And they've given so much money, over 90 million South African rand. So we're talking about what? We're talking about, we're talking about 1, 2, 3. We're talking almost $6 million that they invested to build. Now the members are now saying the allegations they brought against him is the church is registered in his name. They saw that the church was registered in his name. And in 20 years, he has not accounted. He has not explained how the money was used. for the building? All the millions that they gave, how was it used? There was no regular yearly update, according to them. How was it used? And then the shocker is, according to them, is that the church, which is supposed to be registered as a faith-based organization, FBO, or an NGO, under the South Africa's Department of Social Development. But now they discovered that the church, the property that is, the church is registered as a faith-based organization with the Department of Social Development, but they discovered that the property, the ownership of the property is under the pastor's business, under the pastor's company. That's what they said they discovered. That how can the ownership of the property of the church, now I told you the church is almost completed. This is the property that we're talking about. So it's quite a sizable, nice, beautiful looking property in a very nice location also, as you can see. So this is the property that is in contention right now. Members have been given for the past 20 years for the building of the church property. But they claim that they have, or they were never updated. They feel that the finances, the funds that was raised to build this structure was misappropriated. And he could not defend himself because he's far away in the US. So he made a video last week to explain certain things. But they took the matter to the Department of Social Development. That is the group, part of the membership that created a concerned members group. Because the Department of Social Development is the one that regulates churches, any NGO, MPO, FBO, they regulate that. They are the ones that hold them accountable. So I'm in possession of the letter that they sent to the social development, raising their concerns. And practically so, because I believe in transparency. If the members are saying the money has been misappropriated, and if the pastor feels that is not true, all he needs to do is to just open the books and show them the statements. This is how the money was used. It's as simple as that. And I think pastors need to protect themselves. Just transparency gives you protection against any accusation and against temptations to want to misappropriate funds. But that has not been done. He's just been trying to explain things over and over. So I'm sure the Department of Social Development maybe discovered that the property, which is this one, now they use about 90 million or so to build it. That is the money of the people in the community, in the church community. Now they found out it was registered under the company, business company of the pastor. I'm sure maybe the Department of Social Development saw something is wrong there. I'm not sure if it's true, if he's registered under his business company, or if he was registered there. Why was it registered? Because they said he took a surety, he gave them the surety. That's why it was registered that. But there are regulations to this. I'm not sure the regulation would allow you to, because you took a surety for the church building, for the bank to give in maybe some money. that means that the building should be registered under your name. I don't know how this thing works. I'm still trying to educate myself around that. But I'm not sure the regulation would allow that. So now the church is in a mess. The pastor is in a mess in the US, and he looks sick. Like I told you, if you go check out this video, his name is Pastor Clement Ibe. Check out this video. He couldn't move one of his hands when he was, speaking on the video the other day. And obviously, pray for him, pray for him. But this drama now, because of the drama now, the Department of Social Development has decided to dissolve the board of the church. The current board of the church was dissolved. And one of the accusations that I actually remember very well that these concerned groups are accusing the pastor was he appointed, I think about 5 or is it 7 members of the board are his family members, connected to his family. So just maybe now the Department of Social Development found out that the constitution of the board was wrongly done. So now they decided to dissolve the board. And they now put on an administrator called Bishop, I've forgotten his name, his first name again. Let me just check. Some of you guys would know him. Paul Ferren. He was the bishop of the Methodist Church in Johannesburg. So Bishop Paul Ferren is the administrator of the church right now. So he's in charge of the church. And he's also the mediator between the concerned groups and the pastor. And he would now report to the Department of Social Development. Because for them to go ahead and say, look, we need to dissolve the board, that means there are serious issues there. Now they said the church would have to elect a new interim board. So they need to get an interim board together. Now I feel sorry for the pastor, believe it or not. He's not doing well with his health. He's out in the US. He cannot come here because he's a medical, whatever. And he's not been able to explain to them in details, convincingly. That's why I think the Department of Social Development is taking action. Why things were done the way it was done. And now he has labored with this church for a long time. That's why it's very important. Sometimes if we attach ourselves as a pastor, or you attach yourself to a church, or even as a church member, well, you gave here or you build this church. You didn't build this church. God built the church. And God can take it and give it to anyone to lead it tomorrow. And you shouldn't feel like it was taken away from you. No. You shouldn't feel like, well, I've labored here for 30 years. You didn't labor because there's a reward there. But lately, we attach ourselves so much to churches and to buildings, and it becomes a big problem amongst us. So this church drama continues. Right now, they don't have a board. They have an interim board. They have an administrator appointed by the Department of Social Development. Now they have to elect an interim board. So it just shows that something is really, because for you to dissolve a board, for the Department of Social Development to dissolve a board, it means there's a lot of things there. A lot of the members are also saying that he left, that he relocated to the US. But he is saying he didn't relocate, that he was just on sabbatical. But he's been away for about 2 years now. So what do you believe there? And then you have this beautiful church registered in his company name. Even if he had registered it in his company name, did he inform the members like 5 years ago, 7 years, or 10 years ago? Because this building project has been going on for about 20 years. From the look of things, I don't think they were informed. Maybe a few people knew about it in the leadership. And now it's giving every one of them a problem. So we need to do things right as a church. We need to be transparent. You see, transparency, like I said again, it saves you from a lot. Saves you from a lot. Pressy says church administration is a huge responsibility, and when it comes to money, it's a problem. Honesty and openness to the members of church coffers, on church coffers. How can the board be accountable to church? So because you see, for the Department of Social Development to have the audacity, the authority to dissolve a board, you cannot just come and dissolve a board like that, except there's something wrong. Because if the pastor actually feels there's nothing wrong, he can quickly run to the court, ask his lawyers to go to the court and get an interdict and stop them from dissolving the board. But if they check and feel, no, the constitution of this board was wrongly done. And again, a lot of the members, they're accusing him of putting his family members, majority of the boards are his family members or some people that are aligned to him, family one way or the other. And you see that in itself is a big problem if what they're saying is the truth. And even you, the church that you are in, you must question the board. You must question and ask yourself, why is this person on the board? Are they there as yes men to the pastor? It's your church. It's not the pastor's church. It's your church. Because without you, there will be no church. Without you, there will not be finances for them to keep the place going. So you have the right to ask questions. They have the right to ask questions. We want to know the money we've been giving for the last 20 years, about 90 million, where did it go to? And I think that's what they're asking. Thank you guys for watching. God bless you. Please make sure you subscribe. Shalom.